The Adventure Time skins in Fortnite may actually be one of the least hated or most loved collabs that I have ever seen in Fortnite history. Genuinely, I've barely seen any complaints or any suggestions about how this could have been done better. Now, if you guys don't know, the Fortnite X Adventure Time skins were just decrypted in the files today, meaning people were able to see them inside of the game, like in their locker and in the shop and things like that. And in the background, you're seeing, Finn the human, we've got Princess Bubblegum, we've got Jake the dog, of course, and we have Marceline. And I think all of these look really, really good. In my opinion, this may actually be like a top 5, top 3 collab of all time, simply because of just how accurate these are to the show. Now, a lot of people, I remember I saw a few people saying that these were going to look weird inside of Fortnite. They were going to look really cursed. They were going to look like they didn't belong. And I really did not agree with that. Even in the video that I made talking about this, I said that I feel like Adventure Time is probably one of the best collabs for Fortnite because the art style matches up so well. It's like goofy, it's colorful, it's flowing, it's very like diverse, you know what I mean? It's just random weird stuff is going on all the time, and that's exactly how Fortnite is, at least how it used to be. Now it's not really as silly as it was, but it was definitely silly early on in the game. As you guys can see here, Finn the human does look a little bit cursed. He has very, very long limbs, but looks extremely accurate to the show. Of course, there's going to be a few things that they could have done differently or better, but it's really hard to do a one-to-one, transition from the TV show to a video game. I think they did a good job. Next up, we have Princess Bubblegum. Looks very good as well, exactly like the show. Jake the dog, a few people had some complaints about him because he looks weird, but I think people would have been more mad if they didn't try to make him a skin. Obviously, he's a shape-shifting dog, so they were able to do a lot of different things with him. A lot of people thought they were going to make him, the muscular version. A lot of people thought they would do different things with him, but they did the most simple thing, and they literally just stretched out his torso and his legs to make him match up with other skins in the game. I was really hoping that they wouldn't just make him like a back bling or something. That would have been really, really unfortunate. So I'm glad that they actually went with this version of Jake, and I'm actually pretty happy with what they did with him. And then finally, we have Marceline. Now, I've seen the most people talking about how she could have looked better. A lot of people are saying stuff about like her legs and her boots. They look weird. They look like they're like, I don't know, they just look weird to some people, I guess. But she has the vampire teeth. She has the long hair. She looks like an emo vampire, which is exactly who she is in Adventure Time. I think they captured how they look very, very well. But you guys, I have not seen anyone complaining about this in general. Like people saying, oh, this is bad, we should have gotten this instead. If anything, this has just incited all types of hype about other cartoons we could be seeing inside of Fortnite. And I am so super excited to buy these when they come out. They're coming out tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time at the item shop refresh. And it's actually going to include a lot of stuff. Now, inside of the bundle, you're going to have Finn the human. You're going to have Finn's backpack, which you saw in the showcase. You're also going to have a pickaxe called Scarlet. There's going to be another outfit, Jake the dog. All the outfits that you saw, so Finn, Jake, Marceline, and Princess Bubblegum, are all included within the bundle, and I'll tell you the price here in a second. You're also going to have a back bling called Hambo, another pickaxe that's called Marceline's Parasol. You're going to have a bass instrument, and then you're also going to have another pickaxe, which is the Peppermint Axe. Now, the total value for all of this stuff that's coming out, I believe, is about 10,700 V-Bucks. So definitely do not buy this stuff individually. If you want to get like the most bang for your buck, definitely get the bundle, because it's only going to cost 3,800 V-Bucks, which may sound like a lot. I know that it's like, a lot of money. That's around $30, I believe. But for the amount of stuff that you're getting, I think it's pretty worth it, especially considering the individual skins themselves are all 1,500 V-Bucks. Now, outside of the bundle, there's also going to be a glider, another back bling, and unfortunately, the BMO back bling is going to cost 600 V-Bucks by itself and will not be in the bundle. Also, there is a car bundle where they have decals for Finn and Jake, and then they're also going to have a car body for them as well. Not really sure how many people are going to like that, but there's also a few emotes with them as well. The iconic Jake dance where he's like flailing his arms up in the air. That one is going to be popular, but it is not going to be in the bundle. So this is going to be a pretty expensive item shop, spending spree if you guys are going to want to get this, but I'm definitely going to be picking it up because the skins look absolutely awesome. Like I said, you guys, this may actually be the most loved collab we've ever seen in Fortnite. Now, I did watch a showcase of them in game, and to be honest, they are a bit bulky, but that's okay. Sometimes the most loved collabs aren't, the ones that are the most practical. I think this would just be something cool to have in your locker just because it's Adventure Time in Fortnite. You know what I mean? I grew up watching this show, so I think that's really cool. When you aim down sights with them, their arms kind of like mesh into each other, and the gun kind of like goes through some of their face, especially with Jake and Finn. That's really bad. If you care about that, maybe, buy them for your collection, or don't buy them at all, or just don't use them in game. But that is a worry for some people. But to be honest, I think that is a very, very small worry for an awesome collab. But let me know what you guys think about the Fortnite X Adventure Time skins down below in the comments. Do you like them? Are you going to be picking them up? Let me know down below. Drop a like on today's video if you did enjoy it. You watched all the way to the end. You must have enjoyed, so drop a like. Subscribe to the channel. I make videos like these every single day. Use code PROZEROYT, especially when you're buying this bundle, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.